Currency is the asset we use to move monetary energy around, and you could use the dollar, or you could use the peso, or you could use the bolivar.
Hello crypto lovers, welcome back to Crypto Studio 247, where we regularly bring you expert views and opinions about the latest cryptocurrency updates. Do yourself a huge favor and watch this video until the end to not miss out on any important information. In this video, we are going to show you the latest expert thoughts from a crypto expert, Michael Saylor. Stay tuned to learn about all the latest crypto trends. If Crypto Alpha is what you love, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification.
A physical metaphor for you because you're the jujitsu, right? Like you got 10 pints of blood in your body. And so before your next workout, I'm going to take 1 pint from you. Now you're going to go exercise, but you're 1 pint. You've lost 10% of your blood. Okay. You're not going to perform as well. It takes about 1 month for your body to replace the red blood platelets. So what if I tell you every month you got to show up and I'm going to bleed you?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm draining the energy, I'm draining the blood from your body, you can't perform. Adiabatic lapse is when you go up in altitude. Every 1,000 feet, you lose 3 degrees. You go up 50,000 feet, you're 150 degrees colder than sea level. That's why you look at your instruments and instead of 80 degrees, you're minus 70 degrees. Why is the temperature falling? Temperature's falling because it's not a closed system, it's an open system. As the air expands, the density falls, right? The energy per cubic whatever, falls, and therefore the temperature falls, right? The heat's falling out of the solution. So when you're inflating, let's say you're inflating the currency supply by 6%, you're sucking 6% of the energy out of the fluid that the economy is using to function. If you were told that you would lose 95% of your assets, and 90% of everything you will be taken from you, you might reprioritize your thought about a given policy and you might not vote for that politician. I think a lack of humility, right? If people had more humility, then they would realize. I think that a lot of people overestimate what they can accomplish, and experience in life causes you to reevaluate that. So I've done a lot of things in my life, and generally, my mistakes were always my good ideas that I enthusiastically pursued, to the detriment of my great ideas that required 150% of my attention to prosper. So I think people pursue too many good ideas. They all sound good, but there's just a limit to what you can accomplish. And everybody underestimates the challenges of implementing an idea, right? And they always overestimate the benefits of the pursuit of that. And so I think it's an overconfidence that causes an overexuberance in pursuit of policies. And as the ambition of the government expands, so must the currency supply. Well, I could say the money supply, but let's say the currency supply. You can triple the number of pesos in the economy, but it doesn't triple the amount of manufacturing capacity in the said economy. And it doesn't triple the amount of assets in the economy. It just triples the pesos. So as you increase the currency supply, then the price of all those scarce, desirable things will tend to go up rapidly. And the confidence of all of the institutions, the corporations, and the individual actors and trading partners will collapse. And if I look at the civilization, I would say half the problems in the civilization are due to the fact that our understanding of economics and money is defective. Half, 50%. I don't know, it's worth $500 trillion worth of problems. Like money represents all the economic energy in the civilization, and it kind of equates to all the products, all the services, and all the assets that we have and we're ever going to have. So that's half. The other half of the problems in the civilization are medical and military and political and philosophical and natural. And I think that there are a lot of different solutions to all those problems, and they are all honorable professions, and they all merit a lifetime of consideration for the specialist in all those areas. I think that what I could offer it's constructive is inflation is completely misunderstood. It's a much bigger problem than we understand it to be. We need to introduce engineering and science techniques into economics if we want to further the human condition. All government policy is inflationary, And another pernicious myth is inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomena. So, a famous quote by Milton Friedman, I believe, it's like, it's a monetary phenomena. That is, inflation comes from expanding the currency supply. It's a nice phrase, and it's oftentimes quoted by people that are anti-inflation. But again, it just signifies a lack of appreciation of what the issue is. Inflation is, if I had a currency which was completely non-inflationary, if I never printed another dollar, and if I eliminated fractional reserve banking from the face of the earth, we'd still have inflation. And we'd have inflation as long as we have government that is capable of pursuing any kind of policies that are in themselves inflationary, and generally they all are. Yeah, properties don't make such good mediums of exchange. They make better stores of value, and they have utility value if it's a ship or a house or a plane or a bushel of corn, right? I think policymakers are well-intentioned, but generally all government policy is inflationary, and it's inflammatory and inflationary. So what I mean by that is, when you have a policy pursuing supply chain independence, if you have an energy policy, if you have a labor policy, if you have a trade policy, if you have any kind of foreign policy, a domestic policy, a manufacturing policy, every one of these, a medical policy, every one of these policies interferes with the free market and generally prevents some rational actor from doing it in a cheaper, more efficient way. If you don't want to manufacture semiconductors in China and you want to manufacture them in the US, you got to pay for it. If I rebuild the entire supply chain in Pennsylvania and I hire a bunch of employees and then I unionize the employees, then not only am I idle the factory in the Far East, it goes to 50% capacity. So whatever it sells, it has to raise the price on. And then I drive up the cost of labor for every other manufacturer in the US because I'm competing against them, right? I'm changing their conditions. So everything gets less efficient, everything gets more expensive. And of course, the government couldn't really pay for its policies and its wars with taxes. We didn't pay for World War I with tax. We didn't pay for World War II with tax. We didn't pay for Vietnam with tax. In fact, when you trace this, what you realize is the government never pays for all of its policies with tax.
Thanks for watching. Do you agree with Michael Saylor's views on crypto? Do you like another crypto expert? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, smash up the like button, leave a comment below, and we'll see you tomorrow, friends.